Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 8 races at Ascot on Wednesday. We're expecting a partly cloudy day, 24 degrees Celsius. The track, it will be a good 4, I'm sure. And the rail, it will be at the 7 metre position rather than the 6 that was originally published. Race number 1 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 1:14. It's the Tab Touch, better your bet handicap over 1,100 metres and in replay. Let's have a look at the recent trial of AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE.
As they come to the bend, and 23 Red is racing up on the outside of the leader here and getting well back. Bloom Away's running about 7th. Coming down with 300 to go. AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE has got the lead. Under the whip on the outside is 23 Red. It's trying very hard. And then came Take It Like a Man battling on, along with Uber Mover. But in front, AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE. And AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE has won from 23 Red.
Interesting way to kick off the Wednesday card. Ended up going with number 3 here, AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE, from gate number 3 for Simon Miller and William Pike. It's Pike's first ride aboard this horse. I thought the trial was pretty good. Only beat 23 Red, who is a stayer over the 2,000 metre type of trips. But I thought it was a nice trial with Ben Patterson in the saddle. This horse won here on Melbourne Cup Day last year by 3/4 of a length from Admiration Street over the 1,200 metres. She's a half of media sensation, a Group 1 winner, and I do think she'll get the right run here just off the speed. Goes on top from number 1, Old Mick, for Ross Price and Jared Noski. Got Old Mick mapping as the leader, albeit only just from Sun Power and AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE. Won its maiden at Bunbury back on the 20th of October, then was stone motherless here in the Fair Retha Stakes, beaten 10 lengths by Red Cam Man. But I really like the trial that we saw down at Bunbury on the 6th of April, where it beat G. Bross and did it pretty easily by a length and a half. Number 6 is Like a Jaguar for Neville Parnham and Stephen Parnham. See it settling towards the rear of this field. Won a trial at Belmont and then came to Ascot here behind Baby Blues in what was a pretty high rating race. And then number 2, Sun Power. He's certainly going to be on speed, you'd think, for Jason Brown and Jim Taylor. Jason rode the horse in the trial. He also rode it last time it went round. Led all the way to win at Pinjarra in maiden grade, albeit over further. Top selection in race number 1 is number 3, AMELIA'S CONTRAIRE, to beat 1 Old Mick, 6 Like a Jaguar and 2 Sun Power. Race number 2 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 1:49. It's the Crown Perth Handicap over 1,100 metres and in replay. Let's go back to the 12th of February and the 5th place of Altiani.
Firecracker, more races, led for home, going to the 250, a length and a half to She's a Light. Soitan Rapido picking up once again. Down the outside is Altani. At the 100 though, more races still in front, tackled by She's a Light. It's She's a Light putting paid to more races. Rosebush got home pretty well late, but it's She's a Light.
Trappy race is race number 2. Ended up settling with number 5, Altiani, for Tiana Robertson and William Pike. Now, William has ridden this horse once before for an unplaced start. He was unplaced in the replay race behind She's a Light, beaten 3.5 lengths. But prior to that, had won here at Ascot over the 1,200 metres with Peter Nucky in the saddle. I think there'll be decent tempo here. I think Altiani will be towards the rear of the field, but I think can let down. And they do have a little bit of an opinion in this galloper, not only the Robertson camp, but also the Darren McAuliffe team who previously had her. Goes on top from number 2, Samambo. Gate number 1 here, Jade McNaught reunites with the galloper, having ridden this horse 4 times for 2 wins, so 2 of its 3 wins with Jade in the saddle. I think it's going to get a lovely run from gate number 1. I don't think he'll lead. I think DeAndes will be the horse that finds the front, but probably can hold DeAndes out a little bit. Number 6 is Diana Bell, gets a lovely run here. I think 1 out, 1 back for Bo Banovich Edwards, who rides this horse for the first time. Has been in reasonable form, this horse, albeit beaten in a graduation handicap 2 starts ago. That was significantly higher grade than this. And then number 4, DeAndes. He pops up when you don't expect him to do so, like he did 3 starts ago at 25-1. I think he's the probable leader here. He goes in the minors. Top selection in race number 2 is number 5, Altani, to beat 2 Samambo, 6 Dinah Bell and 4 DeAndes. Race number 3 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:24. It's the Western Race Picks Maiden over 1,500 metres and in replay. Let's go to Pinjarra and the last start performance of Blackwater Bay.
Outside is Swift Gondo, set sail for home into the straight. At the 300, here comes Irritable Rodney on the outside. Belafonte Boy, Silent Act between horses. Aberdeen Queen is starting to launch as well. Down to the 150 and Aberdeen Queen surged up, grabbed the lead from Irritable Rodney and Silent Act, and it's going to be too good for them. She comes away from them now, goes home to win it well, Aberdeen.
Blackwater Bay is a well-related galloper. He's out of Russian Playmate that makes him a brother to the Group 1 winner in Come Play With Me, and I know that they sold a share of this horse for about $25,000, with the proceeds going to Ronald McDonald House. So good luck to the connections there. I think this horse will probably improve second up here over the 1,500 metres, and I think there'll be an okay tempo for Blackwater Bay to run on under the wizard William Pike. Goes on top from number 4, Irritable Rodney, who will be on speed, one would think, from gate number 2 for Sean McGrady and Stephen Miller. Was on speed in its debut behind Aberdeen Queen, beaten a length and a quarter, second up on Wednesday. Number 8 is I Hope He Dances, drawn the inside alley here for Bo Banovich Edwards. Now, Bo rode this horse last start on its home track at Pinjarra and was in second place all the way around and just got beat by Cable Guy by the narrowest of margins. And then number 9, Perfect Harmony, is your likely leader here from gate number 4 with Barry Newman, and did place 2 starts ago in maiden grade before finishing 4th at Pinjarra behind Playing Red. Top selection in race number 3 is number 5, Blackwater Bay, to beat 4, Irritable Rodney, 8, I Hope You Dance, and 9, Perfect Harmony. Race number 4 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:59. It's the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over 1,000 metres and in replay. Let's have a look at the trial of McEdith.
As they come to the bend, and 23 Red is racing up on the outside of the leader here and getting well back. Bloom Away's running about 7th. Coming down with 300 to go. AMELIA'S Contraire's got the lead. Under the whip on the outside is 23 Red. It's trying very hard. And then came Take It Like a Man battling on, along with Uber Mover. But in front, AMELIA'S Contraire. And AMELIA'S Contraire has won from 23 Red, flashing home.
Thought the trial of McEdith was much better than it reads on paper. Was beaten 5.5 lengths, but when Jordan Turner asked her to make an effort in the straight, she did pick up quite well before being restrained there on the rail. Jared Noski takes over from Jordan for race day here. Gate number 2, the Winkers go on for the first time. Her form in September of last year at Belmont was very, very good. Beat Unibro and then was just touched off by Belmont Pago in a graduation handicap. If you forgive the last couple of runs behind Rebel Yell and particularly Electric Light here at Ascot, she'd be the best horse in this race. I'm hoping the gear change and the OK trial means that she goes on to win on Wednesday. Goes on top from number 5, Danny Bella, who was really good first up off a long spell for George Dupre and Jordan Turner, who keeps the ride here. Gate number 7 was just touched off by Aristic, who's also in this race, which brings me on to the Kieran McDonough trained Aristic. Number 4, Jade McNaught takes over from Christy Bennett, so there's a slight difference in claim from 3 to 1.5 kilos. I just think that Danny Bella might be able to improve past Aristic with the weight swing and also the extra performance into its campaign. And then number 1, Ginger, interesting runner, has had the 1 trial for Mark Bairstow, previously in the yard of Danny Morton. I think it's going to get quite a way back here from gate number 6, goes in the minors. Top selection in race number 4 is number 2, McEdith, to beat 5, Danny Bella, 4, Aristic and 1, Ginger.